Minister, Fianna Fáil supports the broad thrust of this motion brought forward by the Rural Alliance here tonight, and we brought forward a similar motion to address rural crime in November 2017, which was passed by this House. In preparation for tonight's speech, I went back and read over what I said that night, and it's unfortunate that I'm back over a year later raising the exact same issue, as little has changed since. I want to speak on a particular crime prevention, that is CCTV, and that has been spoken about by nearly every speaker here tonight who stood up so far. I want to read an extract from the 2016 programme from Government. We will support investment in CCTV at key locations along the road network and in urban centres. Each and every time I raise this issue with the Minister, the other members of government they deflect to the community-based CCTV grant aid scheme. This is not what I refer to. I'm referring to the failure by the government to honour its commitment to erect CCTV cameras at key locations on our motorways, which are being used by criminal gangs to access and escape the communities they are terrorising. Can the Minister please clarify which key locations along the road network upon which CCTV have been erected to combat rural crime, or his plans to erect same in the near future? As far as I know, there are very few coming off the motorways. We have two motorways going through my constituency of Carlow, Kilkenny, the M9 and the M7. Organised gangs are targeting businesses and robbing them and using the motorway to aid their escape. Billions of euro of taxpayers' money have been spent in upgrading our motorways over recent decades, and the advantages of this investment speaks for themselves. We must do more to effectively police our national primary routes. Now, referring back to the community-based CCTV grant aid scheme, I am receiving complaints about the overcumbersome application process, and this is from individual communities around the country, and in particular my own area. I accept that taxpayers' money has to be put to good use, and due diligence has to be applied to the application to ensure the CCTV systems is effective, but there must be some ways of streamlining the system. I know of one particular text alert group from my own constituency who are seeking clarification from the local authority and Gardaí as to who will have responsibility for monitoring the footage. The local authority continues to state that they await advice on data protection legislation, and this has been ongoing the whole time. No one is taking responsibility. Communities setting up, they're getting the funding from the department, and yet no one is taking responsibility because of data protection. And that one needs to be clarified so that these schemes can be put up in place, and at least that would be a help in crime prevention. Perhaps the Minister could give an indication as to where the responsibility lies. Approximately 17,000 has been collected by the people of this particular community that I speak of, and the CCT is badly needed. Now, Minister, that's what I'm going to ask you. Can this be clarified? Who takes responsibility? Would it be the local Garda station? Who or where or how? And I also want to say a little on bail, on the bail laws. We all know about people out on bail. People that are committing crimes come before the courts. They have not alone 1, 2, 3, 4. I know we all have telling cases, or 40 and 50 cases against them, and they're out in bail. These people don't mind about another offence. It means nothing to them. They're out in bail. Fianna Fáil brought forward legislation before here in the Dáil and in our policy, in our manifesto last time, that second and third offenders would not get free legal aid, or if they do, they only get it to a limited basis. But these people don't mind. They're out in bail. They're free to commit more crime, more robberies, usually robberies, and what difference is another 1 or 2 add on to 20 they have already, or 5 or 6? So I'm asking the Minister to look at our bail laws to do something about people that are committing crime consistently, either keep them in jail or keep them under some curfew that cannot go out and create havoc in our communities throughout the island and rural Ireland in particular.